on Route 29 in Taylorville. That's nearly 11,000 drivers seeing your message every single day, while they're already listening to your radio ads. Ready to maximize your reach? Call your regional radio account manager today and put your business in front of eyes and ears across Central Illinois. Regional radio is where your message gets noticed.
WTIM. You're listening to the WTIM Morning Show on your information station, and the show is sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. I'm your host, Reed Kamai, and it's time to check in with the folks at Lincoln Land Community College, and more specifically their Taylorville campus, and more specifically their director, Elizabeth Fines-Workman. Elizabeth, welcome back.
Hey, thanks, Reed. Good to be here as always.
Yeah, it's good to have you in. We missed you last month. We talked with Diana Habe-Bavona in your stead, and now you're back to talk about all the great things happening at LLCC at Taylorville. You've got fall registration underway. What should students know about enrolling for fall classes?
Yeah, so it's not too late, right? The last day to add classes is August 26th. So, and classes start at on the 24th. So still time to get those classes in. A lot of the classes are filling up, but there's still a lot of great classes out there for students to take if they want to still take classes, which is awesome. On my campus right now, we have like a psychology class, a sociology class available, history, just those basic gen eds that are there. But we do have a lot of classes that are filled up, Reed. And one class that's definitely filled up.
Exactly. Well, because I first thought you were actually going to mention that there were spots open and you were going to appeal to students. No. But I should have known that.
Yeah, public speaking is filled. But a lot of our other ones are too, right? By our biology class, our philosophy class, like so many of our classes are filled, which is absolutely fantastic. That students want to come to Taylorville campus. That it really makes me happy. So, yeah.
Great. Yeah. So, sounds like things are filling up, and which but obviously makes it difficult for students still looking for classes, but, you still have some other options as well.
Absolutely.
Any advice, words of wisdom for students going into the fall semester?
Yeah. So I think that college can be a transition period, right? Where you're kind of trying to figure out who you are and what you're about. My suggestions or advice, right? One, know that not everyone has it figured out, right? I think that a lot of college students come into my office and they're like, well, I just don't know what I want to do yet. It's okay, right? That's what college is for, especially a junior college like Lincoln Land. You can find out what you want to do, right? And here, spoiler alert, adults don't know what they're doing either, right? Like, we're just still figuring it out. So it's totally okay if you don't know what you want to do for the rest of your life. Be curious, right? I think that that's super important. Even, as you age, explore things that you might have not thought that you had an interest in, but you're just like, hey, maybe I'll take a criminal justice class, see what it's about, right? I think that exploring different interests is huge, especially at a junior college, right? Yeah. So also, my grandma Cherry always told me there's one thing folks can't take away from you, and that's your education. So I'm a firm believer in that. So get that education, get that piece of paper, and just see what happens, right? It is, college can be a little bit of a trial run, right? Like you're just trying to figure it all out. And it sometimes can be, I don't want to say scary, but daunting maybe, but you can do it, right? And one of the things that I love about Lincoln Land, Taylorville, Lincoln Land in general, really, is that we have wonderful staff. We have wonderful staff that are willing to help students, and they really care. They genuinely care. So yeah, I think be curious, try and, find other things that you might not think you were going to be interested in. Be yourself, find out who you want to be, live your own dream, not somebody else's, right? And yeah, above all else, always celebrate a win with a sweet treat. So those are my college advice tips.
Yeah, no, I love that. And college definitely is the time for, kind of figuring all of that out, or, attempting to figure that out at least. And maybe you don't get there, but but yeah, you at least get those experiences, and
Absolutely.
it's great. And I'm glad you shared all of that this morning for those college students. Now, for those sort of on the runway to college, maybe you've heard of the term a dual credit, but aren't totally familiar about that. And I'm curious to get your take on your explanation on what dual credit is and how high school students can get involved.
Yeah, so dual credit is an excellent way to start your college career while you're in high school. So basically, what dual credit is, most of the time for most schools, it's free, which is fantastic. But your student will be getting college credit for a class that they take in their high school, so they don't have to leave high school, taught by their high school instructor who has the ability, the credits, to teach a college course. So it's a really, really great thing. I think almost all the schools in our district they offer dual credit. So it's a really cool opportunity for students to get a jump start on their college career. Even if they don't want to do the College Now program, this is also a good way to get some college credits.
Yeah. And a great way to, get that step ahead and also sort of, I guess, have, kind of an idea of what college is like, what college classes are like, how they might be, different from high school. And then maybe the transition is less daunting, like what you were describing earlier.
Yeah. And I think that's why, so dual credit when they're in their high school, and then the College Now program, which is when they come to me at Taylorville Lincoln Land, I think that also is a huge piece, because I did not do the College Now program whenever I was in school. I'll be honest with you, Reed, my grades probably weren't that stellar to do it at that time. I really flourished when I went to college. Let's put it that way. But I think that the College Now program is a wonderful program for students to get that transition from, okay, I'm in my hometown, I'm still in high school, I'm taking these college classes, and then they can continue on once they graduate at Lincoln Land, right? Because they're more comfortable, or they can take those credits and transfer elsewhere. But it's a wonderful program for students to be able to get adjusted to the college life, right? While you're still in high school. So that's really awesome too.
Yeah. And I think that adjustment, the convenience of it being at home, it helps. It seems like it's a big perk for, students and their folks as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's all about a dual credit and a College Now at LLCC Taylorville. So really cool what's going on there. So like we said, fall semester starting next week. That's when the classes start. Talk about some of the fun things they've got looking forward to when it gets started.
As you know.
Reed, as I do know.
As you do know. Basically, it's all revolving around food. So the first week, we find that students are, they're trying to find their classes. They're a little bit nervous. Good energy, though, right? They're jazzed up. I'm jazzed up. I'm running around. So literally running around. So the first week we are just going to have like grab and go snacks, just so the students can, they don't have to commit to talking to me just yet. Right. Like they don't have to have a full-fledged conversation on what their favorite fast food joint is just yet, but they still have to like say, hi, bye. Right. Yeah. So the first week, the first 2 days, we're just doing like grab and go little fun snacks. And then the next week, right, the second week of classes, I find that students are a little more settled in. They're ready to talk to me about what their favorite fast food joint is, or like favorite food in general. Still revolving around food. And we're going to have a lemonade stand day where students can like make different fun little lemonades, right? Like strawberry, blueberry, and we'll have some sort of little treats with that. We're going to do popcorn. That one always plays. Popcorn always plays because we have like one of those real popcorn makers. It's fantastic. We're going to do a nacho day, which students really love as well. And then what's our last day that we're doing? We are going to do, like cookies and fun things like that. And then we're going to have snow cones. And I always love the snow cone day. That's one of my favorite days, and students seem to love it. It'll be revolved around food. Students will be well fed, so the parents don't have to worry about that. It's mainly sugar, but it'll be all right. We're going to get them jazzed up. So yeah, those are some of the fun things we're doing. Throughout the year, we'll do, I'll let you know. But we're going to do a lot of other fun things that I have up my sleeve. So
up your sleeve. Okay. All right. So yeah, and I should not be surprised really about anything you just said in that respect. Also hoping that the weather, I mean, hopefully not too hot, but warm enough that the snow cones are rather timely. Once that comes around. So sounds like a lot of exciting stuff. Hopefully that takes some of the stress away from starting classes.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we hope, Reed. We hope that students can have this to just kind of like relax, enjoy the day, maybe meet someone in the commons area that they didn't know, or like an instructor. A lot of our instructors come out there too and partake so that they can, mingle and meet students, which I think is awesome.
Okay, that is really cool. What's going on there at Lincoln Land Community College, Taylorville, and their director Elizabeth Fines-Workman joins me in this part of the WTIM morning show. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk about some other exciting updates coming to LLCC Taylorville, and that'll be right here on the WTIM morning show on your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.
Radio Network, I'm Jim Taylor. Corn slightly higher, beans double-digit higher, wheat slightly lower. September corn up 1.5, $4.60.5. December corn up 1 3/4, $4.85. March corn $5.75 up 1 3/4. September beans up 12, $11.89 3/4. November beans $12.04.5 up 12. January beans up 12 1/4, $12.20. September Chicago wheat $6.73.5 down 1 1/4. September KC wheat is up 1.5. $7.56. September bean meal $3.11.70 up $1.50. September bean oil up 99 cents, $70.43. Livestock trade August feeders up 82 cents, $341.65. August live cattle up 252, $226.15. October lean hogs 82.57 up 82 cents. Energy market October Brent crude oil 88.79 up 27 cents. RFD Radio Network.
It's never too early to start thinking about back-to-school preparations. Part of getting your kids ready for the new school year means making sure they're healthy. SIU Center for Family Medicine is here to help with back-to-school and sports physicals. Healthy kids learn better and play harder. Call 217-824-1134 today to schedule your appointment. That's 217-824-1134. SIU Medicine. Forward for you.
It's summertime, and that means baseball, backyard barbecues, and a little well-deserved me time. Make your time even better with delicious Prairie Farms flavored milk. Our single-serve flavor options are unmatched. Try rich peanut butter chocolate, indulgent salted caramel, or smooth classic strawberry. There's a savory flavor for everyone to enjoy. Look for Prairie Farms single-serve bottles of flavored milk at your favorite grocery or convenience stores. Then visit prairiefarms.com for recipes and exclusive coupons. Locally made, naturally delicious. Prairie Farms flavored milk.
The first day of school is just around the corner. Here's Dr. Pavi Gill with Springfield Clinic, Taylorville.
Don't wait to schedule your child's school physical as appointment slots book up. Check this task off your list and call Springfield Clinic Taylorville now.
Call Springfield Clinic Taylorville today at 217-287-8855 to schedule your appointment now.
Perry Stampa here, owner of Central Illinois Truck Service, just off I-70 in Greenville. Let us repair your diesel engines with state-of-the-art equipment, a brand new facility, and certified technicians. Find out more by clicking our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
SIU Center for Family Medicine is here to help with back-to-school and sports physicals. Healthy kids learn better and play harder. Call 217-824-1134 today to schedule your appointment. That's 217-824-1134. SIU Medicine. Forward for you.
WTIM.
We're back on the WTIM morning show on your information station, and the show is sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. I'm your host, Reed Kamai, and I continue my conversation with Elizabeth Fines-Workman, director of Lincoln Land Community College's Taylorville campus. We spent the first segment talking about the start of the semester and the dual credit and College Now programs. And there are some other cool updates coming to LLCC Taylorville. Talk about what's coming to the Outreach Center. It sounds like it looks a little bit different.
It does, Reed. So we have I don't know. We have a lot of blue going on there. A lot of our walls have been painted blue. They look fantastic. We have some new wall graphics. They say like one says logger, one says welcome to the land. It really pulls the space together. I am a person who truly believes in like cozy spaces. I love cozy. And as a student, I used to try and find, whenever I was in college, anywhere that was like a cozy space to study, right? Or to learn. So I would go to this bubble tea place that was super cozy, or I would go to the library that was just, I don't know, it just felt right. It felt like home, right? So I'm trying to kind of bring that to Lincoln Land Taylorville, not so much with the blue walls, right? But like I've put a bunch of plants in the joint, fake plants, because I don't want to have to water them, I don't want to do that. But I've really kind of tried to make it like my own, but also for my students' sake, right? I think that they're really going to like it. It doesn't look so, I don't know, sterile. It looks more like a home space, which I think really can help students feel like it is their extension of their house too. So that's kind of what I'm going for. So we'll see if it works or not. Hopefully,
it sounds like it. It sounds like it will. I think a lot of things that you do end up working out, and I think
that.
Well, with a comfort, all of that, I think that will help as well. So, that's what's coming to LLCC Taylorville, and then. I know you've talked before about Facebook series you do, Where in the Community is Director Fines, and you've been trying to highlight businesses, organizations, all of that. Tell us a little more about the series and how LLCC alums can be featured.
Yeah, so I kind of started this. A lot of my ideas, just start off on a whim. Like I'm just like, oh, this sounds like a good idea, and then I do it, and it either flops or it turns out to be a good idea, right? Thankfully, Where in the Community is Director Fines has not flopped. So I started out I took a picture at one of the high schools I was at, and I think it was Nokomis High School, and I said, Where in the Community is Director Fines, right? And then a bunch of folks guessed, and they were right, and it was really cool. So then I was like, well, instead of doing just high schools, maybe I could also do places in the community, right? So I kind of started that, and that has been going very well. My latest one was with the coffee can folks, who one of their owners, Nikki, is a Lincoln Land alum, and also a lot of their employees there I've either had them in my public speaking class or they're alums themselves, right? So that's just like it's really, really, really cool to go to a lot of these local businesses that we have in Taylorville and see my students, or see some, like if I have a Lincoln Land shirt on and they're like, oh, I went to Lincoln Land, right? And it just really makes me jazzed to see how jazzed they are to like say, yeah, I went to Lincoln Land, right? Because it is something to be proud of. Lincoln Land's an awesome school. We have an awesome community, and we're very well respected, right? So I think that doing this Where in the Community is Director Fines has kind of allowed me to connect with some of these different businesses. So if anyone wants to, you don't have to be a Lincoln Land alum, right? But it's a +1. So if anybody wants to have their business on Where in the Community is Director Fines, it's very low stakes. All I do is ask you a few questions and like post you on Facebook. So if you want to be a part of that, feel free to reach out to Lincoln Land Taylorville. You can call us, you can email us, you can message us on Facebook, whatever feels right. So yeah, it's a pretty fun thing, Reed. It really is.
It sounds like fun. And I feel like the way you describe it is kind of like what we do on the WTIM morning show, right?
Yeah.
Talking with businesses, all of that. And I would imagine also like trying to focus on getting alumni on the show. It can even show the students like, oh, this is what you can do here from LLCC.
Absolutely. They haven't given me my own radio show yet, Reed, so I'm waiting on that. But yeah, that's to come maybe.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe you're listening to the future of radio right now on the other side of the table here on the WTIM morning show. And that is Elizabeth Fines-Workman, the director of LLCC's Taylorville campus, who comes on here regularly. And it's always great to hear about what's going on there. So Elizabeth, thanks again for coming on.
Thank you, Reed. Always a pleasure.
Yes. And thank you for listening here on the WTIM morning show on your information station. And we'll be back tomorrow with more conversations for you. Looking forward to all of that. In the meantime, have a great day.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville.
96.1 FM Taylorville.
107.5 FM Shelby.